Hey guys, NW Order for Life here, and I know it's been about 3 weeks maybe, and yeah, maybe a little more than 3 weeks. I've just been on a nice sabbatical, finished college, been relaxing, but I also had family that came over, and yada yada, excuses, excuses. I'm back, so I will be finishing up all my videos, and I'm going to start with the final episode of Akame Got Kill in this episode. And to start it off, I thought the finale was good. You know, I thought the fight between Esdeath and Akame was very well animated. Looked great. There was some nice tactics. Esdeath using ice for shields and swords, and Akame, the way she dodged all those ice, like contorting her body and stuff. It was really nice. Nice choreography there. And yeah, so Akame's ability, her, I'm not sure what it's called again, but her special ability with Murasame, or I forget what the sword is called. I haven't seen the episode in a while, but um, the way she injected the poison into herself, and apparently, that was because she had done it over time, little by little. I'm not really too sure about how she wasn't killed by it, but I mean, it makes sense in like a spiritual aspect, because it's kind of like, all the souls that she's fed to the sword are kind of like, poisoning her but not killing her, because that's like her retribution to live with the pain or something like that. And anyway, it was a badass transformation. She looked pretty cool. She created this awesome after image, and she sliced up as death, and as death died. And Ezeth was just a crazy bitch. She was, the Empire was defeated. She didn't care. She wanted to kill more. She wanted more corpses, and she had to be put down. And she even made the ridiculous, gesture to Akame to become her subordinate, because she's like, that's the only way you'll be safe. You join me or you die. So that was Ezeth in a nutshell, and she's gone. On her death, she crawled over, or walked over to Tatsumi, kneeled down and held him, which was nice. I thought that was a nice, thing to do. In terms of her character, it makes sense for her character to want to die with Tatsumi, So she did that, and but it was stupid. Was that when she encased him and her in ice? It would have been fine if, like, let's say, like, the a cliff fall and the ice falls down into the abyss, or a hole opens in the ground from the battle and they fall in. That would have been cool. Unfortunate for Tatsumi, but still would have been cool and would have made sense. Not for the ice to just spontaneously combust and disappear within seconds. I mean, literally, it just combusted, and or spontaneously, boom, whatever, not explosion, but ice particles everywhere, and the particles just disappear and they're gone. So I did not like that at all. I thought it was really stupid. But yeah, but overall, I give the fight a really high mark, because I thought it was a great fight, and I thought that Ezeth's character in this anime filler was, pretty much what it has been in the series. So gave that a great. And so then we had Leone get killed by the minister, whatever his name was, the second in command to the king. And he had this Tegu, which was beyond, broken. It just basically nullifies any Tegu that it, I guess, hits with its force field kind of area effect thing. And basically, Leone had no more regeneration. She had no more animal stuff, and he basically shot her a bunch of times. And yet, with her brute strength, human strength, she still managed to crush his skull in, which was a badass thing for her to do. Really epic. But it sucks that she had to die, because I don't know. I feel like if he neglected your Tegu, you didn't have to sit there and let him shoot you 100 times. Before she could have knocked the gun out of his hand or whatever. He was nothing without that ring. So she could have easily got the gun away from him, and she could have took one bullet and she could have survived or whatever. But she took a bunch of them and she died. So that's just how they wrote it. And after bashing his skull in or whatever, she goes to Nagenda, or not Nagenda, to Akame on like a roof or whatever. So you think she's fine. and you think it's all good, and and she's like, "Well, take care," and she leaves, and then she goes into a dark alley and dies, which I thought was really stupid because why show us, her being fine and talking to Akame and then just going to die? It doesn't make any sense. I mean, some people were saying that, oh, it was a ghost of her. She was already dead and she was walking around as a ghost, and Akame could feel her or whatever or talk to her. But that don't make sense because they literally show her body in an alleyway, and we know that she wouldn't have died, in an alleyway. She would have died where the prime minister guy was. So unless I mean, I think it's stupid for her to drag her body into an alleyway and then her ghost just appears and talks to a con. That doesn't make any sense to me. Then again, neither one really makes sense, so I don't know. If anybody has an opinion on that, let me know in the comments below. And yeah, and then the other thing that doesn't make sense is Agenda makes Akame a wanted villain, and for some reason or another, Akame has to be the uh, the threat of the new government in order to bring them together to make them peaceful. I just really don't get that. Oh, shut up, you stupid phone! Annoying. And yeah, so I didn't understand that. And why does Akame have to be still further immersed in bloodshed? Why does she still have to be this crazy girl? The only reason she was killing in the first place, aside from when she was trained as an assassin, is because she wanted to redeem herself by killing the bad guys and saving the kingdom. Now the kingdom is saved, and yet she still has to kill people. So I don't think that really fit with her character, and I was kind of just, I don't like it. So that's that. And Run and Wave are nice guys that are gonna help out the new government in whatever way that they do. Run especially, probably with administrative stuff or whatever. And yeah, and Agenda is like pretty much like the head commander of the new government that's going to be put in place. And the king was executed, which is kind of a shocker. The little kid king was executed, and did he deserve it? In my opinion, he did, because even though he was manipulated, I don't know. I can't really consider him a kid with the decisions that he made. I feel like he grew up a long time ago. Just a really poor judge of character that was manipulated. But, let me know what you thought about that in the comments below, and let me know what you think about the episode. I give the final episode of Akame ga Kill a 9 out of 10. I'm going to say 9 out of 10 because I really love the fight. And as much as some things were stupid to me, I don't know. I felt like it just went out on a high note compared to all the garbage episodes it had before that, the filler. So, yeah 8 or 9. I'm leaning towards 9, but it might be an 8. I don't know. But it was good. That's all you need to know. And, yeah, so that's my final review, or my review for the final episode of Akame ga Kill. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Tell me anything else you might want to talk about, for the show. And that's pretty much it. I'm going to start making some more videos now. I've got a lot to catch up on. So thanks for watching, and have a nice day.